It's a lot of water back here, and we need to figure out what we're gonna do with it. Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Bert here at the Never Ending Projects, and I'm standing here in my backyard, little construction zone, getting rained on. It's been raining for a few days here. Unfortunate for this project, great for California. Well, we definitely need the rain, but not so great for filming. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about water drainage. Very important when dealing with any kind of project, whether the ADU, the pool. We want to think about water drainage. One of the first things you should address during the planning phase of whatever you have going on, whether that be water draining it out to a ditch nearby, a drainage ditch nearby your property, or like we're going to do here, shoot it out to the street into the street gutter system, all from the backyard. So stay tuned and we'll show you what we did. All right, so we've established that water control is very important in the planning process, but why is it important? Water is one of the most damaging and intrusive elements that could happen to any kind of new building, new construction. Water getting into your building can get into your insulation, it can start rotting your drywall, get into the 2x4s, rust any metal that's in there, cause mold issue, and if mold gets in there, you're going to be tearing all that stuff out, replacing it with new stuff. Even water pulling up on your foundation against your building, over time it will erode the foundation, weakening it and causing unnecessary settling in certain spots where that water's been pulled up. Not only building and major construction, but even your patios, your patio, sidewalk, any kind of deck. Water running along the edge of a patio in the dirt, over time, that dirt will erode and that concrete will start to settle down in those areas where the dirt's been removed by rushing water. So you need to think about that ahead of time, and that way you don't have to pay somebody later on for damaged foundation, mold removal. Even water just running down and ending up in this pool over here can be kind of costly, because that rainwater is going to rush in there, start throwing off the chemical balances in the pool, the pH and chlorine levels, and then it's going to get dirtier faster. I'm going to have to pay somebody to come out here, clean up the pool, get the chemicals balanced right, and then also fix the water unintentionally running into that pool. So think of this stuff ahead of time and really plan it out. So the first area we have that was my problem area, because that's where you want to do. You want to identify the problem areas around your property. Is there water pooling up in a certain area of your lawn? Is there water resting against a building when it rains? And then identify them and then fix those problems, and then think about potential problems that you could have. My immediate problem is this roof line. This roof line, when it rains, I have water coming down it. It's not too bad right now, but during a heavy rain, there's water gushing off of this thing. There used to be a patio, and all that water would rush off that patio and it would hit this rock pathway down here. It was like a 4-foot wide rock pathway, 2 feet deep of rock, and it would just hit there and act like a French drain. Would hit that rock pathway and it would just leach into the ground. Over years and years and years, that was fine. It worked out good enough, but now that rock pathway is no longer here, it's been removed and there's just dirt. Well, now this ground has saturated over the years and years of leaching water into the ground. The water hits it, it just pulls up on top, makes a muddy mess, and it's a pain in the ass to come out here. It's not even fun to come out here. So we need to address that. Well, easy solution. We're going to put a gutter system in, but it's going to come down a spout. And when it comes down that spout, we're going to need to address where the water is going to go from there, because we're going to have this new drain spout, and when we put this building up over here, we're going to have 2 new gutter systems running along the front and back of the ADU. That water is going to be coming down a spout, and we need to figure out where it's going to go. So I'll show you what we did. So now I'm standing here at the back property line for my place, and I want to take a second to remind you guys to hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We have this pool going in, the ADU going up, and a lot of stuff going on. If you want to follow along, please don't forget to subscribe. So back to the drainage. First plan I had was I was going to stick a drain out running out this side of the building and a drain also going out the other side. Well, that's why I say put the planning in now, because we were able to get all the drainage going out one side, and that saves me money from them having to dig the hole, and then also time for them also having to dig that trench. So put the planning in, save yourself some money. Now, all the drainage runs from the very back all the way to the front. Before any of this stuff was here, all of my water ran all the way to the back. But now we have a pool here and we have the ADU over there, so I can't have it all running out to the back. It's really important because since they dug this pool out, they took all the dirt out and they spread it on my backyard. Well, now my yard sits about 13 inches higher than my neighbor over here, my neighbor over there, and my neighbor over here. So any water that runs out off of this pad, the 13-inch high pad, is going to run into your neighbor's yard, and you don't want to be a jackass. At least I don't want to be. So we found a way to make everything slope out to the front, and I'll show you what we did. That starts right here at this ABS drain. It's a 3-inch ABS pipe that runs high side all the way down to the front. What they're going to do is they have the deck here that's going to be poured between the pool and that pipe. It's going to be sloping down right here, and then the cement poured between the ADU and that pipe is going to be sloping down inwards towards that pipe. There'll be a little valley resting on top, and then once all that's dried, they're going to come back and slice it with a cement saw, and it'll look like an expansion joint, a regular cement expansion joint, and it's actually going to be a drain. Any water running down will end up in that drain and shoot out. Any water rushing off the front side of the building, because we have the building go up, this is the peak side, and then you'll have a roof face this way and a roof face coming off the back. Well, the roof face on the front is going to have a high side drain, going to run all the way back down this way, down a spout, and then all the way down so it connects to that Y, that little elbow Y, and then whoosh, all the way out to the front. And I'll show you where it goes from there. All right, so I'm running out of light, but here we go. This drain runs underneath this form here, past the deck line. That's the edge of the deck, and it runs underground till about right there, where it connects to another Y. That Y is attached. You'll see right here. There's a spout for the drain, and that's to catch all the water running from my gutter system. Once the gutter system gets installed, high side runs this way down the spout into the gutter system, connects to this pipe, and shoots down underneath this patio and out the right side of the building. There's also another attachment over here so that I can run my drain from the back side of this ADU. There'll be a gutter system along the back side, high side running down low side, and drop down, and then connects to that drain out to the front. There's also another spout out right here so that any water that collects on this pathway on the patio will run down to this channel drain between the ADU and that channel drain. It slopes down that way, collects in the channel drain, goes out, and there's another spout right there connecting to my main drainage hose that goes out to the building. Underneath here, this is ABS, but right there it attaches to corrugated. That right there, corrugated 4-inch ABS, not ABS, just corrugated drainage tube. That's all what's running underneath there. On the side of the building, that's a concrete sidewalk, and it runs underneath the sidewalk all the way out to the front. So that's what we were able to manage over here. Well, that's it for today's video, you guys. Appreciate you stopping by. I ran out of light the other night, but here I am, and now it's the weather's clearing up. It's pretty sunny, and as soon as this all dries, we'll get back to work. Otherwise, if you found this video informative, please hit that like button. And if you want to see something specific more about the build that we have going on, if you caught something that I maybe missed that needs to be addressed as far as drainage or anything else, hit me up in the comments. It lets me know what I need to be focusing on. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by. Subscribe if you want to check out more of this build, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.